Hi guys, JT here, and today I'll be bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle Upload VR Bundle of June 2023. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? If you find this video helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world to me. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, Chapter 2, Retribution. This game takes you back to the walker-infested streets of New Orleans. Whether or not the journey is worth it depends on your preferences and expectations. The game seamlessly continues the story from its predecessor, allowing you to carry over your progress and access your collector weapons and crafting recipes. However, it can also be played as a standalone game, providing a decent starting point for newcomers. The new chapter follows a similar formula to the first game, with missions in small areas that advance an exciting story influenced by your actions. While the gameplay and familiar factions may feel repetitive to those who played the original, there are now 2 new areas to explore, and a few new weapons to discover. However, the second installment falls short of being a full-fledged sequel, lacking substantial content additions. In terms of technical aspects, there are some deficits that affect the overall enjoyment. Graphics can be underwhelming, with rough edges and washed-out textures. The darkness of the environment may also be excessive, requiring the use of a flashlight even during daylight scenes. On the positive side, the sound design and voice acting contribute to the immersive atmosphere. The game's controls are well thought out and intuitive, particularly for virtual reality platforms. The physical interaction with weapons and objects adds a realistic touch, but it may require practice to master. However, it is worth noting that the VR experience can be intense, with explicit violence and gore. In conclusion, if you enjoyed the first game, The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners Chapter 2, Retribution offers a worthwhile continuation of the story with fresh elements. At number 2 we have Dragon Fist VR Kung Fu, an action-packed virtual reality game that immerses you in a thrilling world of Kung Fu combat. With diverse opponents, each with their own fighting styles and backstories, the game offers an engaging experience. Play as legendary characters inspired by martial arts movies, with different motivations and goals. The gameplay features a physics-based combat system, allowing you to adapt your fighting style with attacks, blocks, and evasive maneuvers. Strategic thinking is key to anticipate and counter your opponent's strategies. The game's fairness is maintained by giving both you and your opponents the same controls. Dragon Fist excels in variety, with scenes inspired by movies and 40 unique characters. Each character has colorful costumes, special moves, fighting styles, perks, and weaknesses, ensuring every encounter feels fresh. The game fully embraces virtual reality, offering full body tracking for immersive experiences and B-haptics integration for haptic feedback, enhancing the impact of your actions. This game is praised for its immersive combat mechanics and diverse character roster. Whether you're a martial arts enthusiast or a VR gamer, Dragon Fist provides a unique and enjoyable experience. So if you enjoy action, fighting, and virtual reality, this game is worth trying. Unleash your kung fu skills and embark on an exciting journey in the world of Dragon Fist. At number 3 we have The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners. Hailed as one of the best zombie apocalypse games in recent years, even after 3 years since its launch, this VR survival game remains tense and entertaining. The melee combat system stands out with its realistic physics and satisfying hit-stabbing mechanics. Every action, whether it's thrusting a screwdriver or swinging a pistol, requires deliberate force and direction, resulting in impactful and winch-inducing encounters. The game's believability extends beyond combat. It features a complex system of loyalties and NPC reactions, making each level unpredictable. Caught between 2 vicious factions in zombie-infested New Orleans, the Tower and the Reclaimed, your choices affect relationships and gameplay outcomes. The level of control granted to players is rare, allowing for morally ambiguous decision-making and dynamic alliances. The game's world feels grounded and immersive, with opportunities to strategize and manipulate situations. From utilizing guards to take out pursuing walkers to infiltrating hostile camps and exploiting distractions, the game's level of control and tactile interaction distinguishes itself from other VR titles. Crafting is streamlined, offering a depth of RPG elements that adds to the overall experience. Despite some shortcomings such as inconsistent AI and a lack of character depth, The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners excels with its expansive content and immersive gameplay. The recent free updates, Meat Grinder and Aftershocks have further enriched the game, providing wave-based survival modes, additional missions, and enhanced endgame content. With its industry-leading physics, player agency, and constant surprises, Saints and Sinners rises above the sea of mundane zombie games, offering a truly exceptional virtual apocalypse experience. At number 4 we have Pistol Whip, a rhythm VR game that immerses you in the world of gun-wielding assassins, providing an experience reminiscent of Rock Band for guitars. The game aims to offer a fantasy of being a talented assassin like John Wick, rather than teach practical gun skills. In Pistol Whip, you navigate through psychedelic, beat-synced environments, armed with 1 or 2 floating guns. The game's simplistic yet evocative visuals, filled with pulsating lights and vibrant colors, create an immersive atmosphere. As you progress through each scene, enemies appear, and your task is to eliminate them before they eliminate you. The default auto-aim feature simplifies the shooting mechanics, making it easy to pick up and play. Within minutes of playing, you grasp the gameplay mechanics and start experimenting with new strategies. The game's choreographed action scenes allow you to anticipate enemy positions, execute dodges, and return fire in a seamless rhythm. The synchronization of the gameplay of the music enhances the experience, making it not only fun but also physically demanding, providing a satisfying workout. Pistol Whip offers various scenes, each synchronized to its own song. The game features different difficulty levels and modifiers that significantly alter gameplay. For example, you can choose to dual-wield guns, disable auto-aim, or play without death. The inclusion of leaderboards adds a competitive element, allowing you to compare your progress with other players. While playing Pistol Whip may make you feel like a cool assassin, it's worth noting that the physical movements can look amusing in real life, making it an entertaining game to play with friends. With its wide range of options and addictive gameplay, Pistol Whip delivers an intense and gratifying action experience, both within virtual reality and beyond. Whether you want to unleash your inner badass, dance to the beat, or get a workout while toning your muscles, Pistol Whip offers an engaging and immersive adventure. And number 5 we have Green Hell VR, a survival adventure game that will have you surviving in the Amazon jungle. As you play the role of Jake Higgins, an anthropologist searching for his missing partner Mia, you'll face the hardships of the jungle while unraveling the mystery. One notable aspect of Green Hell VR is its impressive graphics. Despite running on mobile chip, the game optimizes the capabilities of the VR headset, providing a visually immersive experience. The gameplay introduces you to the fundamentals of survival gradually. You'll need to gather resources like sticks, stones, and leaves to craft weapons, construct shelters, and find herbs for healing. Depending on the difficulty level chosen, you may also have to manage food, diseases, and other external dangers. The VR controls add a level of physicality to the experience, as you interact with your environment by reaching out and grabbing items using your own movements. The game's story mode keeps you engaged with objectives and a sense of purpose, while survival mode allows for more freedom and exploration. Engaging in activities like crafting, hunting, and scavenging keeps the gameplay dynamic, and time flies by quickly. Additionally, unexpected events like encountering hostile natives or poisonous animals add to the challenge. Green Hell VR provides an immersive jungle survival experience with impressive visuals. The combat mechanics, especially when facing hostile natives, offer intense and thrilling encounters. Overall, the game strikes a balance between survival, crafting, exploration, and combat, making it a worthwhile VR experience for those interested in an entertaining storyline and challenging gameplay. And let's just hope that a co-op VR mode actually comes out really soon. And number 6 we have Warhammer Age of Sigmar Tempestfall, a VR game that captures the immersive atmosphere of the Warhammer universe but falls short in several areas. In this virtual reality game set in the Age of Sigmar, you assume the role of a holy warrior fighting against hordes of skeleton soldiers and ghostly apparitions known as the Night Haunt. The game excels in capturing the dark and gritty visual style and extensive lore of Warhammer, with detailed environments filled with overgrown vines and weathered structures. Exploring the game's overworlds and dungeons is a highlight, showcasing Carbon Studios' talent for creating visually stunning landscapes. However, the combat system is inconsistent and glitchy. While the gesture-based spellcasting can be satisfying when it works, sword-based combat is both buggy and too easy to exploit. The combat lacks depth and fails to provide a satisfying challenge. The game is also plagued by design issues and bugs. Enemies often display odd behavior, such as standing facing a wall while you murder their comrades. Design choices like weapon selection through a flawed wheel interface and a lack of a map or clear direction in the overworlds make progress frustrating at times. Additionally, the game features a squad of troops that you never get to command or fight alongside until the final battle, leaving a sense of missing features. Despite its potentially intriguing ideas, Tempestfall falls short of its goals due to its messy combat, unhelpful UI, and various bugs and roadblocks. With more development time, these issues could have been addressed, making it a standout VR game. However, as it stands, the game may not live up to the expectations of Warhammer fans or PC VR enthusiasts. And number 7 we have Maskmaker, a virtual reality adventure game that takes inspiration from the tradition of the Walk of Masks, where people don colorful masks to immerse themselves in a whimsical world. In Maskmaker, you're encouraged to wear a VR headset and embark on a journey through a creative fantasy world where masks act as gateways to magical realms. The game explores the concept of throwing on different masks to transport you to different realities. Each mask pulls you into a new world that feels almost as real as the previous one. The gameplay involves exploring diverse locations, crafting masks, and solving puzzles. You start in a medieval Paris alley and stumble upon a deserted maskmaker's shop. Through disembodied voices, you learn the craft of mask making and begin your adventure. As you progress, the masks become more complex, and you need to switch between worlds to find the necessary ingredients. The game introduces time puzzles and challenges, adding a sense of urgency. The story unfolds gradually, revealing the true goals of your journey and intertwining with the fate of the previous maskmaker and his apprentice. Maskmaker offers a visually immersive experience with its vibrant and imaginative locations. The act of crafting masks is a satisfying and tactile experience in VR. However, the constant narration throughout the game can be overwhelming, and the story can be confusing at times. The game successfully blends VR mechanics with traditional adventure game elements, providing a fresh take on the genre. Despite some storytelling and mechanical issues, Maskmaker is a recommended VR experience. Its inventive gameplay mechanics, immersive visuals, and creative world make it an enjoyable adventure game for VR enthusiasts. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is awesome if you want to fill your VR games library with some recent and awesome VR games like The Walking Dead Chapters 1 and 2, in addition to some really fun VR games like Dragon Fist and Pistol Whip. I would highly recommend it. In any case, kindly show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to connecting with you in the upcoming video.